Yo, what's good? It's your boy J Will coming back with another one. And yes, you have read that title correct. I'm a top 20, actually a top 15 player in Madden 24 right now, man. It's crazy to see, but you already know your boy will get it done. I will get it done because we like that. We like that. The stick skills are too nice. And Madden 24 has been actually a breath of fresh air. I'm not gonna lie. It has had its issues, but for the most part, I am actually messing with the game. Surprisingly, the movement is crazy, man. You can actually swiggle, you can actually change direction. You can actually get shifty, get shaky, really make your dudes do what you want them to do. I know in the last Madden, dudes would be a little too, I don't know what it is, but they'll be a little too heavy or, not able to get in and out of their breaks, or they just feel like, they're just, I don't know what it is, but they're not running away from people. In this Madden, you actually can feel the difference of people running away from others. Like tight ends can really burn, DBs and things like that. Like you're not going to get hawked like you would in Madden 23. Like in Madden 23, you could have a decent speed tight end and he could be 10 yards or 15 yards in front of a DB and he'll get hawked down. That's probably not going to happen in Madden 24, at least from what I've seen so far. Once you hit a cut or like get into open field, it's toast. It's over with. You're going out of there. You feel me? But also wanted to talk about some other new things that were added to the game, like new tackle animations. There are definitely some new tackles you're going to see. Also with confrontations, like after plays and players getting into it, you're going to see more of that, so it looks more realistic. Players going at it after each play and things like that, which makes the visual side of the game look more appealing and more realistic. The response time is really delayed right now. Like when you're throwing inside of the pocket, and you press the B or A button, it takes forever for them to throw the ball, or it just doesn't trigger or have no type of response time to certain buttons you play. It doesn't happen all the time, but a good amount of the time, from what I've noticed, I'll press a button, the guy will be wide open and it just doesn't register. So I know that's a big issue right now, just with passing the ball. When receivers are open, they'll be delayed when throwing the ball, and sometimes that can really get you effed up. It's gotten me messed up a couple of times, but we push through. You see, we 15 in the world, we push through, you feel me? But the game is still has its glitches for sure. You can tell it's still in its beta stage, but for it to be a beta, it's not terrible. Subbing doesn't really work on defense when you're trying to sub players in and out. And when you do sub a player, that player won't be replaced onto the starting lineup. He'll sometimes get onto the field, but you won't notice that from the sub screen that he's on the field. It'll still show the same person that you just subbed out, even though the change might have been made. So that's something that needs to be fixed as well. And I noticed that's mainly on defense. It's happened on offense to me before as well. Running the sideline is a lot easier now. You're not going to be having your momentum isn't going to just tragically or magically take you out of bounds now like it does in Madden 23 a lot. Like if you're trying to run the sideline, if you don't slow up on the speed button, you're going to usually run out of bounds. In this Madden, you can kind of hit the turbo around the sideline and not really lose stride or have the thought of going out of bounds, which is kind of nice to not have to worry about staying in bounds. A lot of these players would have common sense not to go out of bounds unless you want them to, but sometimes that just happens in Madden 23 without you even trying to do that. There's a lot of new celebrations, a lot of new when you like start celebrating, when you get the ball and start doing stuff. They got the little sprinter thing where you go across the thing where people be going across the end zone like that and shit. So that's pretty cool. And they got some other nice celebrations as well. They done added a lot of celebrations from what I've seen. So those are nice, and the visuals of it are a little better than last year as well. Talked about QB doesn't respond to throwing for real. The kick meter doesn't work well after scoring or field goals. So that's another thing that's really gotten me effed up, is that the field goal does not work really. Like, it's a hit or miss, especially after scoring touchdowns. Really, in general, they need to fix the kick meter, because sometimes it does not register on the kick meter. It'll go up, you press A, it doesn't press A, and then you'll go down, and sometimes it'll work, but by then the kick is messed up. And that's done F me up a lot of times, trying to, kick a PAT after scoring, or even a regular field goal. You almost have to go for it on every PAT or every fourth down, even if you're in field goal range. Sometimes you can take the risk, but that's what it is right now. It's a risk, because it's really a hit or miss if the kick meter is going to work or register to the game. I'm not sure why that's an issue, but the kick meter is definitely, not in the right state right now. Defensive playbook lags and chooses plays for you. Kind of spoke about that earlier. The defensive playbook does lag as well. You'll be picking through plays, and then it'll just start speeding through all the different plays, and you're not even trying to do that. When you're trying to sub someone out, like I said earlier, that messes up. And picking plays in general, sometimes they'll just pick a random play for you when you're trying to, find the right formation, or find the right, find the right playbook or whatever, or find the right play, and they'll just speed through all the plays and pick something for you out of nowhere. More visible fights, I kind of touched on that. More confrontations going on the field after the plays, so it does look more realistic. What I've noticed, the Chargers away jersey messes up a lot for whatever reason. It has lines through it, whatever. So that's something they need to fix. Not able to add plays to favorites. That's been something that's been an issue as well. You can add plays by double tapping A, or double tapping the control stick on what play you want to add to your favorites. That doesn't work too well right now, but it seems as if they're fixing that. Players stopping zones a little better now, I would say, as far as reacting and knowing when something is coming their way. They're not as robotic or as mechanic with it, so that is something that's good as well. You're not going to see as many people acting dumb or acting like they don't know where they are on the field. Hopefully that stays the same, but for right now, from what I noticed, a lot of dudes are more football smart. They're not acting as robotic anymore. I mentioned throwing doesn't work a lot, which is annoying. Onside kick, this might be an issue as well. The onside kick might just be overpowered. I played a couple of dudes that got like 1 or 2 onside kicks on me, and onside kick, that doesn't happen at a rate to where people should just be able to get it twice in the game, but that's happened to me. So onside kick might be something that EA needs to tune down. I know there's a lot of different onside kick options as well this year, so you have more options to perform better onside kicks, which is better, because in the previous Maddens you never have any hope of getting an onside kick. So it's kind of good, but in a way it gets annoying when you're winning, or you just go up a touchdown, or someone just goes up a touchdown on you and then magically just gets an onside kick. Like one of my guys, it bounced off his chest like 3 or 4 times. So hopefully that's not the case in every game, but that might be something to look at as well. Wide receivers dropping wide open passes. This done happened to me with Travis Kelce, one of the best tight end in the game, basically. He was open for a TD, had him on a crossing route, drops the ball. Running backs out of the backfield, be wide open, will drop the ball. Even receivers, so that's something as well. Wide open receivers will drop the ball out of nowhere and they'll piss you off, because they'll be booty wide open, wide open, bruh. Like, you can't miss them. You can't miss them, and somehow they drop it. I mentioned this a little earlier as well. You can make big plays on offense with anyone. So anyone can take, a 3 or 4 yard pass or a 10-yard pass to the crib. Like I said in this one, The movement is a lot more flexible, a lot more seamless without any type of, I guess, any drag within your movement. So it's a lot more smooth in the way they move. So you can make bigger plays for sure. I've gotten some crazy pick sixes as well. So on defense and returning pick sixes, you can get some crazy ass plays in this Madden as well. So a lot of big playability with players that you wouldn't think would be able to make big plays, like D linemen, tight ends, safeties, taking, you know, balls to the crib if you're making the right moves. And one thing I do like is your stick work really matters in this manner so far from what I've seen. So that is something that if you're good at the game, you know, it rewards you for it. And that's something that I like as well. But these are just my thoughts on the game. If you got the beta, let me know what you think about it so far. And also add your boy on the box, man. If you're trying to get a game, man, we can definitely run it. Like I said, I'm a top 15 player right now, so I'm kind of scary with it. But nah, add your boy and play me if you're trying to. Sub to your boy, smash that like button. We'll definitely have a lot more of these videos dropping, and join the Discord as well. I'll have that in the comments down below or in my description. Appreciate everybody for joining. Stay blessed.